All right, so let's get ready for the words. There's a notes page. Come on, people. We got behind. We have to finish reading the last scene of Act 3. We have just a little bit left, and I want to show you some of the video too. Shut up. And yeah, that's it. Scroll up. Notes page. First word is noxious.
Noxious.
Words on Wednesday, lesson 6.
Words on Wednesday.
Notes. It's in the content library. Pull it in. Noxious is an adjective meaning very harmful, and it usually refers to something like in the environment that's harmful, like a gas or a fume, something that's poisonous, a chemical, fume, gas. But it could be metaphoric as well. There could be a noxious comment or social media post.
Day in the life of
But more
Cameron? Question
commonly,
mark.
it's used to refer to something in the environment. Noxious, poisonous, dangerous, the opposite of healthful or beneficial.
Very harmful.
Next word is a verb. Bilk. Cheat someone out of money. Scam. They made up. Yeah, but he's a real person. Bilked thousands of investors out of their life savings. One of those hedge fund managers that go across people. Bilk, to cheat someone out of money. So I guess someone who's guilty of extortion would say that they built their company.
Yes.
Next word is an adjective. Let's see, we've had it's our second adjective. Replete.
Complete. What does replete mean, Chad?
Complete. Well supplied with something. Full. The opposite of something that's depleted. Like if your house is depleted of food, that means there's none there. If it's empty, you need to go to the grocery. So the opposite is replete, full. The novel, replete with humor and drama, rocketed up the bestsellers charts. This is Smith's desk, replete with her purple pens, ready for the new school year. Right. Replete. Third word would be blasphemy. Fourth word would be blasphemy. This one's a noun. You've probably heard it before. Profane talk about holy or sacred things. Blasphemy. A heresy or a sacrilege. Protesters scream vile blasphemies during the public speech. This word may come up in their theology class.
Blasphemy. Perform, talk about holy or sacred things. Oh yeah, because Jesus got convicted of blasphemy. For God, not bad.
And the last word is also a noun, absolution. As Catholics, one of our sacraments is go to confession, receive absolution for our sins, for forgiveness.
Lie. Go back. Go out.
I will release from guilt or punishment.
Go out.
Priest administer absolution to the sinners. That's it. Okay, so next week there will be a new list because we have a quiz. We'll cover lessons 4, 5, and 6. So probably next Thursday is when it will be. Because I think I miss you all again next Friday because of stream. I know I miss you this Friday. So, it's like but we'll do at least 2 days of reviews. So you can count on some reviews Tuesday and Wednesday at minimum, maybe even Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Probably definitely Tuesday and Wednesday. Like quizzes, I'll assign quizzes homework, I'll let you know what synonyms to know. Yeah. Speaking of quizzes, I got your prepositional phrases, verb phrases quizzes done. This morning I came in early grading those, but I don't have them on Sycamore yet. I'm free last block today, so I'll get in then. Okay. Generally, we did pretty well. And you can earn half credit. Each sentence is worth 2 points. You get 1 point for getting the prepositional phrases right, and the others for the verbs. So I think you all are learning how to use your SAM sheets to your advantage. So it's starting to show up in those quizzes. So those grades will be up later. I'm going to scroll back up to the top so let's be ready for my next group. And we need to finish reading.
Sorry. That's not record. I got 16. I got 16 on my 2K last stream.
Yes. I marked it very clearly where we were, at least in the content library I did. Okay. Bobo has just showed up to the younger house.
Oh,
Okay. The mood has changed, everything's lighthearted and joyful. They've given Mama a gift of the gardening tools. Travis gave her the hat, just over the top, and it makes everybody kind of laugh. And Bobo comes in, and we'll see if the mood changes. Notice how Bobo is described. I'm the narrator, so I'll try to read the stage directions indicating how he's behaving, what he looks like, what his facial expressions are, and that sort of thing. Okay? So if you forgot who the readers are, this is what we went with yesterday. So Bobo, Alec, you're Bobo. Travis doesn't have the cards. Mama has one at the end. Carl Linder's gone. Told him to leave. Walter has a roll. That's Tyler, that's you. Okay, so everybody knows who they are, who's who? All right. Okay, so we dropped off when we said, Walter says, you right on time today, right on time. That's the way, the year. Okay. Let's start here with the where it started. Everybody find it. Ruth stands stiffly and quietly in back of them as though somehow she senses death, her eyes fixed on her husband. Bobo, his frightened eyes on the floor, his hat in his hands. Frightened eyes. What does that tell you about the news he's about to give?
It's not good.
Not good. Okay. All right, Bobo. You're below number 125.
Could I please get a drink of water before I tell you about it?
Walter doesn't take his eyes off the man. Ruth goes blindly to the tap, gets a glass of water, brings it to Bobo.
There ain't nothing wrong with There ain't nothing wrong with her.
Let me tell you,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
let me tell you, Walter,
Looks at Ruth and talking to her more than to Walter.
you know how it was. I got to tell you how it was. I mean, first I got to tell you how it was all the way about the money I put in Walter.
Walter with taut agitation now.
What about the money you put in?
Well, it wasn't much as we told you, me and Willie. I'm sorry, Walter. I got a bad feeling about it. I got a real bad feeling about it.
Man, what are you telling me about all this for? Tell me what happened in Springfield.
Because I didn't have no reason.
No. Springfield.
Oh, Springfield.
What was just happening in Springfield?
This deal that me and Walter went into with Willie, me and Willie was going to go down to Springfield and spread some money around so we wouldn't have to wait so long for delivery. That's what we were going to do. Everybody said that was the way you had to do. You understand this?
No, what happened down
A pitiful man near tears.
I'm trying to tell you, Walter.
Walter screaming.
there? Just tell me, goddamn it, what's the matter with you?
Man, I didn't go to know Springfield yesterday
Why not?
Back up to the top.
because I really had no reason to tell you.
Man, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fact when I got to the train station yesterday morning, 8 o'clock, like when we planned, and
That's Willie.
yeah, and Willie didn't never show up.
Why, where is he? Where is he?
That's what I was trying to tell you. I don't know. I waited 6 hours and I called this house and I waited 6 hours. I waited in that train station for 6 hours.
Breaking into tears.
I was all the extra money I had in the world.
Looking up at Walter with the tears running down his face.
Willie's gone.
Gone with what you mean? Gone what you mean? Willie is gone? Gone where? You mean he went by himself? You mean he went off to Springfield by himself to take care of getting the license?
He turns and looks anxiously at Ruth.
You mean maybe he didn't want too many people in the, in the business down there?
Looks to Ruth again as before.
You know Willie got his own ways.
Looks back to Bobo.
Maybe you was late yesterday and he just went down there without you. Maybe he was calling you at home trying to tell you what happened or something. Maybe he just got sick. He's somewhere. He's got to be somewhere. We just got to find him. Me and you got to find him.
He grabs Bobo senselessly by the collar and starts to shake him.
We gotta go.
Bobo, in sudden, angry, frightened agony.
What's the matter with you, Walter? When a cat takes out with your money, you don't leave me no roadmap.
Walter turns madly as though he is looking for Willie in the very room.
Willie, don't do it. Please don't do it. Man, not with that money. Man, please, not with that money. Oh God, don't let it be true.
He's wandering around, crying out for Willie and looking for him, or perhaps for help from God.
Man, I trusted you, man. I put my life in your hands.
He starts to crumple down on the floor as Ruth just covers her face and floor. Mama opens the door, comes into the room with Benita behind her.
Man,
He starts to pound the floor with his fists, sobbing loudly.
that money is made out of my father's flesh.
Bubble stands over him helplessly.
I'm very sorry, Walter.
Only Walter's sobs reply. Bubble puts on his hat.
I had my life stalked on this field too.
He exits. Mama to Walter.
Son,
She goes to him, bends down to him, talks to his bent head.
glitch in my memory.
Oh, was it me?
I just want to have
Just below 129.
son, is it gone? Son, I gave you $6,500. Is it gone? Oh, wait, I need this money too.
Lifts his head slowly,
Mom, I never went to the bank at all.
not wanting to believe him.
You mean your sister's school money? You use that too? Walter?
Yes, all of it is gone.
There is total silence. Ruth stands with her face covered with her hands. Benita leans forlornly against a wall, fingering a piece of red ribbon from her mother's gift. Mama stops, looks at her son without recognition, and then, quite without thinking about it, starts to beat him senselessly in the face. Benita goes to them and stops it. Mama stops, looks at both of her children, rises slowly, wanders vaguely, aimlessly away from them.
I see him night after night, and look at that red. And then look at me. The red showing in his eyes, the veins moving in his head. I see him growing thin and old through his clothes, working like somebody told how to work, killing himself. And you give all of it away in a day.
She raises her arms to strike him again.
Oh God. Look down here and show me the strength. Strength. Strength.
And that's it. So, I guess, right?
No money for school.
No money for
No
school,
money for nothing.
no money to go into the account.
There's a
But-
house though.
There's still a
That's
house.
tough.
They can sell it out.
There's still a house.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Well, we'll have to find out where they go from here. How are they gonna recover from this?
They ain't gonna recover.
You know, this play has been kind of a roller coaster. Scene 3 starts up way up here. You know, Ruth and Walter are dancing. And they've been to the movies, holding hands, and then, right, the lowest of the low points. We're going to, but I want to go over the questions first. Okay, so I don't know if I sent them to your notebooks or you'll have to pull them in. But they are these, Act 2, Scene 3 questions and look at. We are gonna have our Act 2 quiz tomorrow.
Oh, quiz.
Act 2 quiz will be tomorrow. So it would be in your best interest to have a good set of notes here.
Don't worry, Chad. I got this.
So
People are here. I had like
let's
10.
talk through these. We can just do them together and that'll give us some more time to watch a little bit of the video. Okay, let's take them 5 at a time. I'll talk through them. You can chime in. So I just said this, but what did Ruth say she and Walter did the previous night, Pia? Went to the movie and held hands. And that may not seem like such a big deal. You know, there's a married couple that went to the movies, held hands when they got out. So what? Well, their relationship was not all that great, right? Previously, they weren't communicating. Things weren't going so well for Walter Lee and Ruth. So this is a big deal, okay? That they're showing some intimacy and a connection to one another. And the atmosphere is completely changed. You know, I said it starts out, beginning of the scene, they're on a high note, right? Walter comes in dancing. He hasn't been driving around aimlessly, going to the pub, drinking, coming home, no. Skipping his work, no. He comes in a great mood, dances around, and I think, you know, so goes the mood of the household based upon Walter's mood, right? And I think that's what happens here at the beginning of the scene. Even his attitude changes toward Benita. Because it's the first time, it was really subtle and he does it through a joke, but it's the first time that he acknowledges that Benita's gonna be a doctor. Do you remember how he puts it, how he says it? When they're talking about, Benita says, "You all are old fashioned." He starts to make fun of her, saying, race, you're the first person to try to brainwash yourself. And then he says, "I can just see it. You've got some cat," meaning not a cat like meow cat, but a person, a guy, on an operating table. And you say, "What are your feelings about civil rights?" So that's his first acknowledgement that she's going to be a doctor. Even though it's in a joke, it's his first acknowledgement. Because remember what he said back in Act 1? Why don't you just be a nurse like other women or get married and shut up? Remember that?
That was harsh.
Harsh, yes. So that's a change in attitude. Well, in the midst of all this, they get a visitor, Mr. Linder, the only white character in the play. And probably this family is not very used to visitors like him. Because Benita's like, "There's a white man at the door," she says to her brother and sister-in-law. So they, don't quite know how to act. I'm nervous. Get you a chair, get you something to drink. So he is